Mousse, don't knock it until you try it. I know how this sounds. You have to trust the process. It only requires few ingredients. You can use any fruits here. I have these over-ripened mangoes, which are perfect to make mousse. I will be making mango mousse. The amount of mangoes or fruit you need will depend on the flavor you want to incorporate into the mousse. I would say 3 mangoes would be good enough, up to 5. Here are 2 ways to cut a mango. You can either cut it lengthwise against the bit, same with the sides. Cut the sides with the knife, just like that. Into the food processor. And then once you cut it, you square off the fruit from the inside, just like that. And then scoop it with a spoon. Some mangoes have skins that get cut easily, so be careful when scooping. The other way to cut a mango is to cut it in half. Twist to open. And then scoop out the inside using a spoon. Then you twist the bit. With this type of mango, it should come out quickly. And scoop out the other side. Clear out your cutting board. Once you get all your mangoes into the food processor, it's time to blend until you get a juice consistency. Set the juice aside, and then let's turn our attention to the cream. Bring in your bowl. For this recipe, you will need heavy cream. The higher the fat content, the better. It should be around 30%. Pour in the cream into a bowl. For this recipe, you will need about half a quart of cream, or about 16 ounces of whipping cream, or half a liter. Add in the sugar. Try to use some caster sugar or baker's sugar for this recipe. You will need about half a cup or 100 grams. Using an immersion blender or whatever electric blender you have, with a whisk attachment, whisk the cream away. Here you have to be very careful not to over whisk your cream. What we're looking for is to reach a stiff peak, something that looks like this. It shouldn't take this long. The time it takes to get this stiffness should be about 5 to 10 minutes, not more than that. It will really depend on how strong your whisk is, what wattage and all that. So just aim to get a stiff peak. And don't worry about the time. It will eventually get there. After the cream is done, it's time to bring in the mango. Pour them in and mix them together. You should stop the mixing when there is no fruit colors in your bowl. In our case, yellow for the mangoes and no more white cream streaks. Constant yellow mangoes. To present your mousse, there are many ways. You can either present them in cups, mugs, or shot glasses. The important thing is, and I highly recommend, is to use a piping bag and an attachment. If it's not available, then you can skip it. Just cut the bag and pour in your mixture. If you have the attachment, throw in the attachment and push it in. Scoop your mixture into the piping bag. Whatever glass you'll be using, you can just pipe it in without having to use a spoon and takes ages to fill, or a rubber spatula. And that's how you make your mousse. If you have any questions or comment, please feel free to leave them below. As a final presentation, see how annoying it is to fill your cup using a rubber spatula? It's much better to use a piping bag. This is an optional step. When you're done pouring your mousse, you can present it with some crushed pistachios or edible dry roses, if you have them. If you like this video, please consider giving us a thumbs up, subscribing to the channel and sharing the videos with your friends who like mousse. I will see you in the next video. The taste test.